What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Friday. We have hit the weekend, and we have also hit week 3 of the Power 5 college football season. What's up, everybody? Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media coming at you with our show, I should say. Fourth and Goal, though, live. We do this, it's been up and down, not very consistent, but we try to get it out for you guys Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, where we talk all things college football and some stuff in the NFL. The game's on the line. It's fourth and goal, though, and the only chance you have of winning whatever the hell this game is you got to tune in here every Friday at 3 o'clock. Speaking of tuning in, welcome in my guest, Michael Vick of VikTube Productions. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up?
Doing good today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm ready to get into looking at this schedule for college football this weekend. We had a game last night between Louisiana and Ohio. It was 49-14. Let's just be honest. We really don't care about that. We got a couple games on tonight, though.
Right.
UCF
Yeah, so I guess
Louisville. Yeah.
Go ahead. So I guess that Louisiana one, or
yeah, Louisiana won the game. Big time, 49-14 over Ohio in the I think they're the Bobcats.
Yeah, dang it. Well, I had Ohio covering. I guess I was wrong about that.
I've been doing the pick 'em on ESPN. I want to double check because I think I've already made some picks for these games this weekend. In fact, we're going to look at them anyway, but if you want to, I'm going to pick them on here, but we can still go through them. Let's see. I want to go to, hold on. Well, I'll have to check it out later because I don't even know what this is. I'm used to picking it on my cell phone, not really the computer, so I don't know what that setup is. But anyways, we have some interesting games this weekend. We're renewing a rivalry you see here on the screen, Nebraska and Oklahoma. Oklahoma, clearly the better team. Scott Frost not looking so great. I'll be shocked. I can't even believe he's still coaching there. You got games like Cincinnati and Indiana. That could be interesting. Indiana's off to a pretty rough start. Cincinnati's looking great, though. This game is in Bloomington, Indiana. Michael Penix, the quarterback for Indiana. And, of course, Cincinnati with Desmond Ridder. Virginia Tech's on a roll. They play at West Virginia. That could be a trap game, in my opinion. Coastal at Buffalo, and so on. This will be a good game. All this is at Central Time for myself, but some noon kickoff games here. Michigan State at Miami, Northern Illinois at Michigan, Chattanooga, Kentucky. And you keep going down the list. There's really not a whole lot, but you have some games like Purdue at Notre Dame, Bama at Florida in the Swamp, Florida State, Wake Forest, 3:30 game, 2:30 my time on ESPN. That can be pretty good to watch. What do you think, man?
About what game?
Just in general, like the games that I was mentioning, like do all these like seem fairly interesting? Because you got go ahead.
Well, let's see, Nebraska and Oklahoma. Yeah, that's not very interesting. That's not going to be a good game. It's going to be a massacre. So.
Yeah, and that's not necessary. First off, Nebraska and Scott Frost. I want to stop talking about them, but I can't help it. Anytime they come, they are awful, god awful, and they're not good at all. And Oklahoma is miles ahead of everybody else in the Big 12. The only thing that satisfies me is that this was a game of the century way back when, and it's been, like these two teams have met before. It used to be a big rivalry back when we had like the Big East and all that. So that's really the only thing that intrigues me about that matchup. Outside of that, quite honestly, I think it's Oklahoma's game all the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, now we got Cincinnati, Indiana. Yeah, I think that'll be a good game.
I think
Let's
so
see.
too. I'm actually curious about the spread.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 3.5.
3.5. Cincinnati favorite.
Yeah, Cincinnati. Yeah.
And this game again is in. Again, the game's in Bloomington, and it's a 55-45 split here for the matchup predictor. Cincinnati favored. I don't blame them by that, but at the same time, again, I still think this is one of those, where it's like anyone's game. I'm not very sold on Indiana's defense this year. I do like Michael Penix as a quarterback. They brought in a USC transfer in Stephen Carr at running back. Ty Freifogel is a really good weapon that they have. Like they have good talent. The O-line isn't very impressive in my opinion. They lost at Iowa to open the season. They blew out I guess that's Idaho. But I mean, look, they haven't. I mean, that Iowa game was their first test, and I think that was a factor of what Iowa is actually looking like, because Iowa's now practically 2-0, beating, of course, Indiana. You see here, but they also beat Brock Purdy and Iowa State last week as game day.
Right. They beat them. At Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa. So.
Shout out to our boy Jeff Webster. We love you. We love all you guys. Hit that thumbs up. We're live on the Facebook page and we're live on YouTube. Share it out. Let's keep growing the channel, and go subscribe to VikTube Productions, brought to you by Michael.
Look, we have 4 people watching.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. That's great. So overall, I guess let's go ahead and pick this game here. I'm just going to go Cincinnati. If you want to give a score prediction, you can. I really don't want to mess with the score. I think they play it close, but I think Cincinnati ultimately, it's not an upset. They are a favorite. They have a better chance. They just have a better team. But I think they go to Bloomington, Indiana, and get it done.
Yeah. Me too. So about Cincinnati, they play Indiana and they play Notre Dame. Both on the road. So I think that they split those two. I think they beat one but lose to the other and go 11-1.
So. Okay, so let's say they lose this weekend to Indiana. Would you pick? I mean, assume now. Let's say it's a close game. Let's say it's like a 35-31 game. Cincinnati loses this game this weekend. Mm-hmm. Do you still give them a chance to go and beat Notre Dame next weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they have a pretty good team. Desmond Ridder, we mentioned the quarterback. He's a draft prospect. Yeah. Not talked about a whole lot, but if you're a draft nerd, you're keeping an eye on him. This year, he's 34 of 47 for 538 yards. He's got a 72 completion percentage. 81 is his longest passing play. He's got 6 touchdowns, taken 4 sacks for loss of, in total, 25 yards. He's got a pick. So it's not all that bad. I mean, 4 sacks. He does struggle a little bit under pressure, but ultimately he's got great weapons. You see Tyler Scott there. Jerome Ford is a great running back as well. He's already got 230 plus rushing yards this season. So it looks like for Cincinnati, a team that played your Georgia Bulldogs in that bowl game, I'm starting to think, maybe now looking back at it, maybe Cincinnati is really legit, and maybe it wasn't just a game back in January that Georgia just struggled. I really think that Cincinnati's defense and everything is really legit, and they are a real contender, possibly for the playoff. I just don't think they're going to be one of the Final Four teams, but a statement game this weekend in Indiana.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah.
So who do you got? I think I'm going back to this one.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
How about Michigan State and Miami?
Yeah.
I got Cincinnati.
Real quick. Yeah, I'm going to go with Cincinnati as well. Michigan State, Miami's another good one. This could be – look, Miami is already out of the playoff race, right? You lose to Alabama, that's one thing. Then, who did they App State. Oh,
App
no, they beat
State,
App
yeah.
State. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought App State was up on that.
barely, but
Yeah, barely, but they
yeah,
should have.
yeah, barely, yeah.
They should
Yeah,
have
it was
lost.
like 25-23, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is another tough game. Miami overall just has a tough schedule. Both of these teams come in with an interesting start to the season. Michigan State is 2-0. They beat Northwestern 38-21, blew out Youngstown State 42-14. Ultimately, 65.7% chance for Miami, 34.3% for Michigan State. I like Michigan State this year. Peyton Thorne's a good quarterback. He's got 5 touchdowns already. But, this is – I hope it's a close game. I hope this will be a good one. This is a noon kickoff tomorrow morning. 6.5 spread. First off, for that line, I'll ask you who you think's going to win and if the spread is covered. It's 6.5.
Yes, so I am. So I am going to go with Michigan State and the upset. I think that Michigan has looked like the better team. I mean, I was really surprised, when they beat Northwestern. Beat them pretty bad. I think it was like 38-21. So I think that Michigan State, I think they're a lot better than I thought they were going to be. So I'm going to go with the Sparty in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Spartans too. Sorry, Miami fans. But, I mean, you look at this, man. This is lopsided right here. It's almost not fair. Only 19 points on average per game for Miami. Compare that to what Michigan State and Peyton Thorne are working with. He's already got 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. They're scoring 40 points a game. Their defense is phenomenal. Only giving up maybe 17.5, almost 18 points a game. Under 3 touchdowns. That's not too bad. I still think this is kind of one of those games I don't want to mess with. But I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt maybe and a nod to the Big Ten team and the Spartans.
Oh, yeah.
This will be fun. I'm excited for this one. This is a noon kickoff. It's an early game. I'm going to keep my eye on that. So we've gone through Indiana and Cincinnati. We looked at Nebraska, Oklahoma. Do we even need to look at – I mean, give me Texas A&M over New Mexico. I'm only curious as to see how much of a favorite they are. They got a 98.9% chance to win, and they're a 30-point favorite.
30.
I'm going to say A&M will cover and blow New Mexico out of the water. What do you think?
Yeah, New Mexico is terrible. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's that, but also, especially on defense, the Aggies just keep going on and on and on. I'd give a score prediction, maybe 35-0. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know it's going to be a big blowout.
The over-under is 50. So,
man,
the over-under is 50. So I guess that would be like 40-10. So
it'd be something. I actually might see that. I mean, it'll be like when Alabama plays like Fresno State or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's an SEC and it's a nobody foe. And I mean, what do you expect? It's going to be a blowout. So, give me A&M all the way. So here's the schedule here. I don't know. I mean, Kentucky at Chattanooga at Kentucky. Kentucky comes in looking okay. They're 2-0. They're not ranked. Chattanooga's 1-1. It's full on Kentucky here as I got a 98.6% chance to win. There's no reason they should lose this game.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
A lot of people thought that Missouri would be the second best team in the East this year. Clearly, Kentucky prove that wrong. Got the win last week. They got some interesting offense with Will Levis, who transferred out of Penn State. He's got 5 touchdowns already, 2 interceptions. He's got over 500 yards passing. It's an amazing offense, and I expect a big offensive game here over Chattanooga. Score-wise, give me Kentucky. Give me like a 55-7. I think maybe they let Chattanooga have 1 touchdown, but overall they're scoring 50-plus points in this game. No problem.
Yeah, Will Levis. I thought it was Levi's. Yeah, like the jeans. But Will Levi's.
Wow.
Meet us at Kroger Field, by the way.
Uncle Lou. Meet us at
Kroger Field. I love that one. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're going with Kentucky there. This could be good. Western Michigan at Pittsburgh. I believe both of these teams are undefeated. If I'm not mistaken. Well, no, Pitt's undefeated.
Yeah. No, Western Michigan lost to Michigan.
That's right. 89.9% chance for Pitt. They're scoring 46 points on average per game, giving up 20.
In this game.
Yeah, Western Michigan doesn't really have an offense. I'm sorry. I'm going to give this one all the way to Pitt. 14
Pitt's going to win big. Yeah, I think they'll.
14's too low.
Yeah, they'll win by more. They'll win by more than that. Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, give me like a 48. Well, I think they give up a few points. Give me like a 48-17 game.
Yeah.
Pitt.
Yeah. Yeah, this Virginia Tech at West Virginia.
Virginia Tech at West Virginia. Let me pull that
Virginia,
one up.
Number 15, Virginia Tech at West Virginia. Yeah, that's a noon game.
That's a noon game.
Yes, West Virginia is unranked, playing a top 15 Virginia Tech team, but they are
Virginia
a 2.5-point favorite. So
West Virginia's the favorite?
Yeah, West Virginia's a 2.5-point favorite.
This is a tough one to call because West Virginia is only 1-1. They lost at Maryland by 6, but they blew out. I'm not even sure who that is there. 66-0.
That's Long Island University. That's right.
Yeah. I love the Hokies' defense. I love their offense too, although they could use some improvement there. Braxton Burmeister is the quarterback. I think he's done pretty good so far. He's got 2 touchdowns. He's only thrown an interception, but he can throw the ball pretty far. He's got receivers and great weapons. He's thrown for over 300 yards already at 311 points per game. West Virginia has Virginia Tech beat 45-26, but the Hokies on paper show some better defense, only giving up 12 points per game on average and 15 points per game for West Virginia. This game, again, in Morgantown. So this is a game I really don't want to mess with. I'm very high on Virginia Tech. I think they're going in the right direction here, but this could possibly be their first loss, which if West Virginia gets a win like this over a top 15 undefeated Virginia Tech team, that could get them in the ranks. They'd be 2-1. Hokies would at least drop somewhere. I don't know if I want to mess with this, but I'm going to say a very close one. I'm going to say a really close one.
Pick West Virginia. Yeah.
I'm taking Virginia.
If West Virginia loses this game, I'm done with them.
Well, I mean, it'd only be their first loss. Or no, actually, it'd be their second. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I would definitely agree, though. West Virginia needs it more. Not because it's a home game or anything. Regardless, they're 1-1, and if they want some momentum and to make a big statement and maybe try to compete in the Big 12, they need a win here. I'm sold on Justin Fuente. and the quarterback Burmeister and everybody for the Hokies this year. Give me the Hokies, but give it to me close here. Give me a 31-28 Hokies.
Okay, cool. Yes, now let's do some of these afternoon games.
Which ones you got?
Yes, this will start with Bama, Florida.
Yeah, let's get it. I mean, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Bama and Florida. I'm going to let you start because obviously it's my team, and I'm going to be fair and honest, but I'm not going to be biased or anything. But go ahead and say what you think about this game here.
Yeah, fair and biased. No, I don't.
Fair
no,
and
I don't.
unbiased.
No, I don't think this game will be close at all. I think Alabama is gonna destroy Florida. Yeah, they're only a 14.5 point favorite. That's not enough.
Yeah, and I'm sure, I mean, I would full on agree with that. And that's not necessarily because of Florida. I think it's more so just because Bama's defense has been on key and on point so far this year. It just seems like it's going in the right direction and getting better. What'd you say your final score was?
Yeah, and we already know how bad Florida's defense is.
Yeah.
Fire Grantham, but anyway, I guess I'll say like 45 to I'll say 45 to 21.
Oh, I got it just a little bit lower for both teams actually, and I'm going to explain my score here in a second. But I got Alabama winning it 34-14, and I'm going to tell you why. They're only going to get 2 touchdowns, the Gators. But here's why Alabama doesn't get to 40, because you got to think time management. And with Emory Jones wanting to run the football and kill the clock all the time, Bama's not going to have enough time in the game to reach 40 points. Because Emory Jones is just, let's just be honest, he likes to run. He kills up the clock. And I'm seriously. And with Bama, it's like score, score, score. Well, Florida's just going to be buying time in the pocket with Emory Jones running around in circles, not knowing what to do. Honestly. So give me 34-14 Bama.
Yep.
Not too bad.
I think that Florida should start AR-15, but
yeah, Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. Yeah, and he's number 15. So.
And Bama clearly covering in both of our score predictions here, 14.5. I think, let's just be honest, these experts, I think they're just being nice to Florida here. They're just being a little generous, right? Hey, look, we're not here to say that Florida's a bad team. They're not. It's just that they're not what they were last year with Kyle Trask. And it's not that, like they have talent. They can score. They can play football this year. But with where Bama's at, it's not going to be like a game last year. It's not going to be what it was in the SEC title game. Florida just doesn't have Kyle Pitts or a Kyle Trask or whatever to really keep up. So, I mean, you got to think with improvement for the Bama defense. I mean, it's just going to be a long day for the Gators, most likely.
Yes, how about this Florida State versus Wake Forest?
Florida State, Wake Forest?
Yeah, you remember how last week Florida State lost to Jacksonville State.
What is happening with the Seminoles? Like they compete a little bit with Notre Dame. They get the loss. That's understandable, but it looks like they're going in the right direction. Then, like you said, they lose to Jacksonville State. What do you see wrong with Florida State this year?
I don't know. They're just bad.
I think they're just choking. I just think that when the pressure's on them, they just can't deliver.
Pressure's on them.
Yeah, okay. I mean, like when it's a close game, they just struggle. They're scoring 27.5 points per game. Their defense is available too, by the way.
Did you see the last play of that game?
Which one?
Yep, the Florida State, Jacksonville State.
Oh, the touchdown they gave up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
just
instead of
it's
trying
like,
to be
yeah,
bad.
you want the Hail Mary? We'll give it to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And then there were those two FSU players that had a chance to tackle him,
Right.
and they couldn't do it. Yeah, just couldn't tackle him. You know. Yeah, couldn't get him. You know.
Sorry, but you tried. At least you tried.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go. Florida State has to get a win at some point, but I don't. I don't
Not
know
this
where
week.
that is.
Not this week. Yep.
4.5.
4.5. Yeah, I'll take Wake Forest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to. I really don't want to touch this game, but my gut tells me to not pick Florida State at all. I mean, unless something
Nope.
happens. I mean, look, they could still keep going forward and win some games and pick up a bowl somewhere, but it's just not like we picked them last week against Jayville State, and it's like, yeah, they're it was just a loss to Notre Dame, no big deal, only by 3, keep it going. Now it's like, give me Wake Forest. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're both taking Wake Forest here.
Yeah, about this Southern Cal at Washington State.
Southern Cal, Washington State in the
Yeah, you would.
Pac-12.
Yeah, see it.
What time is it at?
Scroll down. Yeah, it's at 3:30 or 2:30.
2:30 my time. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here it is. Yeah.
There.
I like Keaton Slovis and USC this year.
Mm-hmm.
At least I
Yeah,
did
but
preseason.
what about their loss to Stanford last week?
Either Stanford's that good or USC just struggle. I don't know. They have a 70.7 rounded to 71% chance to win the game. They're scoring 29 a game, giving up 24.5.
Mm-hmm.
Washington State shows better offense on paper. Keaton Slovis is a highly recruited and now highly ranked draft quarterback for next year's draft. I don't know. 7.5 USC.
Yeah, and then Clay Helton got fired after the game. So
He did.
yeah.
Now they got an interim coach. They got to figure some things out. I'm gonna go Washington State. First off, it's a home game, and when in doubt, I take the home team in a case like this. And I just think there's a lot going on with the program, with the firing of Clay Helton. Still trying to figure some stuff out here or there. It's just not been a good week for USC. So give me Washington State in this one.
No, well, I'll take USC. Yeah, but,
Okay.
but I think it's going to be close though. Remember, yeah, yesterday USC was an 8.5 point favorite. Yeah, today it's come
It's
down
dropped a little bit, yeah.
to 7.5. But I think in my video yesterday, I said USC would win, but that Washington State would cover. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
think it'll
I'm
be
gonna
close.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I think it's covered, but I think Washington State gets the W. This one's kind of 50-50 almost. This is a 2-0 matchup. Mississippi State at Memphis, and the spread is 3.5. Bulldogs. Who do you have?
Yeah. Well, I am going to go with
SEC.
Mississippi State. Yeah, Mississippi State.
SEC.
Yeah, I mean, you know that Memphis gave up 500 yards passing to Arkansas State.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't really like their pass defense.
Yeah,
I don't
they
really like
did
Mississippi.
end up winning the game though. Yeah, 55-50. Yep, against Arkansas State. So
Louisiana Tech is not a bad team or a bad program you should sleep on, but it definitely kind of woke some things up for Mike Leach and the Bulldogs in week 1 in a 35-34 win, but a scare. They definitely improved a little bit, at least defensively, last week against NC State, although you can't really say much about the Wolfpack this year. They're not really good, but the offense, I mean, it's not bad, but, I really don't know what to make of Mississippi State. And again, like you look here, it's 50.7% chance for them to win, 49.3% for Memphis. It's almost a 50-50 game, like coin flip. And
yes, but I just think that that Memphis probably has a bad defense, which is why I think that Mississippi State wins. Because they do throw the ball a lot. So
my computer's acting up. It's freezing on me. I mean, it's not letting me click. Who do you take in this game?
Mississippi State.
It's close, but yeah, I would agree it's Mississippi State. But I think Memphis gives them a little bit of a scare. But
Yeah, I think
Bulldogs,
so.
they get the win on the road.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. So about Northwestern and Duke.
Northwestern and Duke. I'm going to be honest, man. Let me grab my phone because my computer's freezing up. Can you still hear me at least?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. That's at least good. I'm just going to get my phone and we'll look at these, and I can try to end the stream on my phone later on when we're done. But yeah, this is actually.
Yeah, Duke. Yeah, Northwestern is a 2.5-point favorite.
You said it's the Northwestern game?
Yeah, Northwestern at Duke. Yeah, Northwestern is a 2.5-point favorite.
That could be an interesting game right there. 2.5. Duke has a 52% chance to win. Both teams are 1-1. I like Northwestern better as a program.
Yeah, me too.
Gunnar Holmberg is the quarterback for Duke. But he's looking pretty good. He had a touchdown. 430 yards. 430 yards. Yeah.
Right. Remember that Duke lost to Charlotte, so
they did.
Yeah. I do think that Duke is just not any good, so I'm gonna take Northwestern.
I'll take Northwestern too. They started out the season with a loss to Michigan State, 9-3, 38-21 on 9-3, September 3rd, and it looks like now my computer's back up. But they started out with a loss by a couple touchdowns to Michigan State, which isn't too bad. Then they go out, they beat Indiana State 24-6. I don't see a whole lot of offense for them so far this year. I do think they put some points on Duke, obviously. I think Duke might score a little bit. But ultimately, give me Northwestern in this one. They're 2.5-point favorites. I'll take Northwestern, and I don't know. I guess they'd have to cover 2.5. I mean, if you don't cover 2.5 against Duke, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've already called this as the David Cutcliffe retirement tour. So I think that Duke will be terrible, and I think that Cutcliffe will just decide to retire. I mean, because they were terrible last year too. So I mean,
they were. Yeah, give me Northwestern, and I'll lay the points on them.
Yeah, okay. So I guess now we'll move on to some of these night games. Yeah, so we'll do South Carolina and Georgia.
Hey, you're a Georgia fan. Just go ahead and say it. What is it about South Carolina? First off, is there anything about them that worries you in this game? Is there any question marks for Georgia? Because they did win in Athens a couple years ago.
Yeah, I know. But that won't happen again. Hold on. Yeah. I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be
All right.
right back.
Yeah. We'll definitely. I'll talk about this game on my own. We'll wait for Vic to get back, and obviously for his Georgia Bulldogs, it's only fair he gets to make a prediction. Haven't seen any comments today, but it says 4 people are watching. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, Ballard Sports Media. If you are new, you can check out the website, ballardsports19.wixsite.com. And if you ever have any questions, you can message me at Ballard Sports on Twitter or email me ballardsports19@gmail.com. And my computer's freezing up. Hold on. Hope y'all can still hear me. Hope y'all can still hear me. No, I got feedback on my phone. It's just acting weird on StreamYard itself for me. So I guess I'll keep talking. Ultimately, when I look at this game for Georgia and South Carolina, it's not even close. Georgia and Alabama, I think you could put them 1A and 1B in the SEC this year. South Carolina, a few years ago, look, Jake Fromm was the quarterback for Georgia. I mean, seriously. South Carolina, though, give them credit. They are 2-0. I'll give them that. So what's up? Jim Hamrick says, we can hear you. I appreciate that. What's up, Blake Cohen? Good stream. Who do you think is most likely to get upset this weekend? Well, that's what we're talking about looking at these games here. And it looks like my computer is coming back a little bit for us. But, yeah, 31.5, Georgia. What's the question is who's going to be the quarterback this Saturday? Because JT is still hurt a bit. And I don't know what the update on him is. If it's JT Daniels, I think they go out firing and I think they cover. If it's someone like Stetson Bennett, then maybe they don't cover, but they do get the W. That's the thing, is you got to think with Georgia, it's a matter of who's going to be the quarterback, because they're not one of those plug-and-play schools. Yes, they recruit very well, but especially when it comes to the quarterback position, they have to make sure that they have a quarterback in place. I've heard stuff a few days ago that Stetson Bennett has a strained back, so he's now on the injury list. JT is pushing back and getting better. So this is just one of those games here, regardless of what you want to say about the Gamecocks, give them credit for being 2-0. Georgia has to be prepared. So we'll just have to wait and see. I just don't know. I think Georgia just is better than South Carolina. I think they win this game. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be, so I don't know how many points the offense is going to score. I really don't. So we'll just have to wait and see. Vic, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. So about the quarterback situation. So we have heard from Kirby that JT is doing much better. Yeah, he said that he is
Right.
Greatly improved from where he was last week. And he's been practicing all week this week. So
wait, are we at the point though that he's going to be a game time decision for the Dogs? Most likely.
Sure. I guess so. I mean, a starter has not been announced yet. So but obviously, I would, like to see us, get JT back.
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of people are pulling for him to come back, regardless of who your team is. Yeah, give me Georgia in this game. I just don't know about the score. It's 31.5. I guess give me a. Georgia's not going to like go full on 50 points, but give me like a 34-14 victory.
Yeah, okay, I'll say like 48-10.
Ooh, much bigger, but that's not bad, man. That's not. We'll just have to wait and see, ultimately. But we're both going with the Dogs.
Yep. Okay. Let's now move on and do this Auburn Penn State.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the game we all have to look at.
A couple more games.
Man, I don't even. I mean, I'm excited for this one more than any other game. This is actually, it's not the first time they met. Let me go back and look real quick. I think they last met in a bowl game in 2003.
Sportspedia. Or, excuse me, Winsipedia. Winsipedia. Let's see. Winsipedia. Okay.
I'm going to let you open up with this game because I already gave a preview and prediction video and gave my thoughts, and I'll still do that. But I'm going to let you open up with it, man. Celine says UGA 9, Shamecocks 3.
Okay. Yeah. So Auburn and Penn State have played twice. Let's see. They did play in 1996 Outback Bowl, and Penn State won 43-14. And the last time they played was 2003 at the Capital One Bowl, and Auburn won 13-9.
Yeah. So they've met twice. It's just been quite some time. And you know what's so cool, though? I mean, these are two very historic programs. They have some national titles. They've won their conferences before. They've had very famous coaches. You go back to Joe Paterno with Penn State. You go back to was it Pat Dye at Auburn?
Yeah, Pat Dye.
They've had some historic coaches and some great years in the program, and now here they are meeting for, I guess, the third time. I mean, you think that maybe with teams like this they've met more than that, but they haven't.
No, third time.
I'll go ahead and I gave my final score prediction when I did my preview video for this game, and I went Penn State 27, Auburn 23, a 4-point game. And I just think ultimately, it ultimately I think would come down to defense towards the end. I think you see some good offense. Hold on. I think you see some good offense, but ultimately both of these teams have good defenses too. So plus you got to think this is in Happy Valley. It's a whiteout. It's going to be a packed house at Beaver Stadium, and it's going to get loud. And not a lot of teams can go to a whiteout and make it out alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. This is going to be the college game day game. So.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your score prediction?
Let's see. I'll say maybe 20. I'll say maybe 24-20 Penn State.
Ooh, a little bit less than what I had. Again, 27-23 Penn State over Auburn. So we're both picking Penn State to win this game. It wouldn't surprise me though if Auburn got the win. The only thing that would surprise me is if this game isn't close at all. Yeah,
me too.
Exactly. And
Okay.
I mean, look at these defenses too. And again, you can't really say. I mean, Wisconsin 16-10, 44-13 over Ball State for Penn State, 60-10 over Akron and Alabama State. This is at least for Auburn their first true test of the season. Penn State got a good win, 6 points over Wisconsin and Madison on the road to start the season, week 1, which maybe could have been a confidence booster overall for the team. But again, a 5-point spread. I think Penn State wins. They don't quite cover it because I got them only winning by 4. But this will be a fun game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you want to do some NFL games now?
Absolutely, man. Let's go.
Yes, we can do a few.
I guess we had a Thursday night game last night, it being Friday today. Let's look back at that. Did you watch this Washington New York game? Because I didn't watch it, but it was a 1-point game.
Yeah. I guess let's start with the Falcons Bucks game.
Oh yeah, this will be good. This will be good.
Yeah, Celine's leaving. He said National Felons League. Bye.
12.5 for my Buccaneers. Over under is at 52. Just go ahead and say it. What are the Falcons going to do? Who's the quarterback? Go on.
Yes, well, the quarterback is going to be Matt Ryan. And we're going to get destroyed. Just like what happened last week with the Eagles. So
31-10 Buccaneers. I just think our pass rush and everything is. I mean, we've struggled. Don't get it wrong, but we struggled against Dallas defensively. We played a close game, which I think every team needs at some point. I just don't know about early on in the season like that. There's some things to figure out. Well, tell you what, I'll give the Falcons. I'm going to say a 35-21 Buccaneers. That's my final answer.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
I'm being generous to you, so you owe me.
I know.
So, are we both agreeing the Falcons are losing this?
Yes.
Sadly for you.
Yeah.
Great for me. About here we go. We have to Buffalo at Miami. Bills versus Dolphins. This is tough because Miami and Tua are on a roll.
Let's see. Yep. Both these teams struggled offensively last week. So
yeah, and the Bills struggled a little bit defensively. They gave up like a touchdown more than what the Dolphins have given up so far in these games. I think at least on paper, Miami has the better defense. I really don't know. I mean, I'm high on what the Dolphins can do this year, man. They got some receivers in Jalen Waddle. They got Devontae Parker. Tua's looking okay. Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Tua, at least so far in their NFL careers.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is a tough one to pick, man. This one's at Hard Rock.
National Fun League, that's right.
Yeah.
See, I think I am gonna go with the Bills. That says the Bills are looking for their 6th consecutive win over the Dolphins. So
I'm gonna go with the Bills too. I'm sorry, Tua, but I gotta go with the Bills. I trust their defense. I trust Tua to put the points up. But I trust the Bills a little bit more. I just think they're better offensively. I just think Josh Allen is a leader. He's got weapons to go out and perform very, very well, especially with a guy like Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Just, I mean, look, it's almost a 50-50 game here. It's almost a coin flip because it's so tough, but my gut tells me to go with the Bills. I just think
me too. Yes, how about it's Rams at Colts. So we got Matt Stafford versus Rodrigo Blankenship. So two of the greatest of all time from UGA. So
the Rams defense is too much. Go ahead and give me the Rams.
Yeah, I think the
Stafford's
Rams.
He's got 3 touchdowns on the year.
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to be. I think the Rams are going to be too much. Yeah, too much offense, too much defense. Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Rams get out with a 24-20 victory.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. What's the next game you got? What about this? Let's do. How about the Panthers and the Saints? That's a division game right there.
That's right. That's right. I guess they're gonna have the augmented reality Panther again.
I thought that was pretty interesting, honestly. 3.5 Saints.
3.5. Yeah, I remember the Saints. Just completely. Yeah, they just completely obliterated the Packers last week.
Dude, I really don't know because Sam Darnold's looked pretty good, but look at this list right here: Pete Werner, Quan Alexander, Marcus Davenport,
who's Pete Werner?
He was an Ohio State player that was picked up this year.
Okay.
But still, I mean, they're missing Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who's a really good safety for him. Marshawn Lattimore, like the leader of this secondary for the Saints. These guys are not out, but they're questionable. And regardless, even still, they go play on Sunday. I doubt they're up to 100%. I mean, can they? I mean, plus, is that defensive front able to stop Christian McCaffrey? Do you think?
No. Probably. Oh yeah, you're right. Because you're right. I guess there's a bit of a concern. Were they all injured in the game in last week's game? Or
I don't know if it was last week's game. Well, these were put out the 15th. This has to be practice or whatever because these are all put out Wednesday.
They're all questionable. So.
Yeah, not out. I like Jameis Winston so far with the Saints. He's looking good. Sam Darnold's looking okay too. But man, that run game with Christian McCaffrey, I think is going to go up and down the field with this Saints defense. And again, they don't have 100% defense as far as health goes. Give me the Panthers in this one.
Yeah, I know.
Give me a 28. I don't know if I want to go.
Jameis Winston threw 5 touchdown passes. So
yeah.
And of course, no, you
Give
said
me the Panthers.
Yeah.
Man, I really don't know if we're. I mean,
anyways, you know that I don't like Jameis Winston though. Yeah, I mean, as a person, I mean, but
yeah,
just remember, of course, when he raped that girl and he was at Florida State, and then he groped his Uber driver.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Let's. Gosh, give me the Panthers with the win.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll take the Panthers too.
Yeah.
Fourth and Uncle Lou is here. He says 4th and taint.
No. What about, let's see, Cowboys and the Chargers? Give me the Chargers and Justin Herbert all the way. I just want to see what the line is, and it's 3.5.
No, no, but I think I'll take the Cowboys.
I don't know, man. I like Justin Herbert and what he's doing with the offense. The Cowboys do have some good defense, though.
And remember, Dak Prescott threw for 400 yards last week. So
against the defending Super Bowl champs who shut down Pat Mahomes, and they brought everybody back too. That's the worst part about it. I mean, yeah. This is a game I really don't want to mess with. I might actually go with the Cowboys here. I think they're going to put some points up. I'm going to. This will be high scoring. I'm going to say a 41-35 shootout type of game with these offenses and the quarterbacks. But I think ultimately it comes down to the Cowboys. What you think?
Yeah, I already told you. Yeah, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then do about Chiefs Ravens. It's going to be the Sunday night game.
This will be fun. I'm high on what Lamar Jackson and the Ravens can do. Honestly,
it's going to be Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. This should be a good game. Yeah, I hope.
They got there's quite a few injuries on the Ravens with Marquise Brown and Marlon Humphrey, Alabama corner.
Devin Duvernay. Yeah.
They got a couple of receivers out, an offensive tackle.
Duvernay.
They got Sammy Watkins, but then again, you got to give the Chiefs Tyreek Hill. This is a 3.5-point spread. Chiefs. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is so tough to pick, though. I'm going to say a 38-35, and give me the Chiefs. There's offense on this field. It's not one of those defensive games. I just think, yeah. 38-35. I'll go Kansas City.
I think I'll take the Chiefs too. Yeah, just because of all the injuries for the Ravens. So
yeah. Otherwise, if the Ravens if they have a full-on healthy team and they're at home,
I think that if they were,
I'm taking them all day.
Yeah, I think that if they were fully healthy, I would probably take the Ravens.
You want to look at the Denver Broncos versus the Jaguars?
Denver Broncos, sure.
And Trevor Lawrence, Mr. Sunshine.
Denver Broncos. Yeah, they've got Teddy Bridgewater starting for the Broncos. Yeah, instead of Drew Lock, but.
I really do. I like Drew Lock, but man, I just
Bridgewater over Drew Lock.
6-point spread Broncos. This game's at TIAA Bank Field in Jayville.
Yeah, I am gonna take the Broncos.
I'm gonna take them too, and not only that, it's Trevor Lawrence. He's got to put some points up. The defense of the Jaguars is terrible.
Yes.
Terrible. So not only do I expect the Broncos to get this win, I expect them to get it big.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon, they got Jerry Jeudy. They got a few key guys out there that are playmakers. They're going to score. Give me a 40.
40.
Man, this is going to be bad. This is going to be a bad game. No, Denver's putting some points on this board. I'm telling you. Give me a 45-28 win for the Broncos.
Okay.
So, All right,
Okay.
let's do one more game because I don't want to go through literally all of them, but pick one more game that we can look at and preview, and then we'll get out.
Let's see. Guess we can do this about the Patriots at Jets.
I mean, it's the Jets though. Now I do like this though. Mac Jones and Zach
Mac versus
quarterbacks.
Mac versus Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac and Zach.
Now, this injury report though is crazy. Ronnie
And,
Perkins,
wow.
Trent Brown, Kyle Van Noy. They're losing some key talent on the defense. I think the Patriots do win this game. I just don't know for a score. Man, this is tough.
Yeah, I really think that neither one of these teams is any good. But
someone's got to win it though.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the Jets. I guess because they're the home team. So.
Ooh, I'm taking the Patriots, man. I'm sorry. I just think that there's something. Yeah, I agree that they both got young quarterbacks, young talent. They're not all that good, but I trust Bill Belichick a little bit more against the Jets, honestly. So I got to give the nod there. They got a 65% chance to win this game. I'll take them. I guess if I'm picking a score, I don't know.
Yeah, upsets happen. So
yeah,
there have been a lot of upsets this year. Yeah, in both in college and in the NFL. I think there were like 8 upsets. Last week. So.
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots. Give me like a 26-21. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Really don't know.
I don't know. 17-10.
That low? All right. I got you. Well, anyways, we've done some pick'em for college football and NFL. Mike Vick, anything else you got to say about any college football games or NFL games before we get out of here?
Nope.
All right, man. Thanks for always doing this show with me, man. It's always fun, and we appreciate everyone who watched. Jim Hamrick, Celine Driver, MSU fan, Maddie Sims, Gator Zone. Y'all know who you are.
Gator Zone, Uncle Lou, Maddie Sims.
Yeah. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Go subscribe to Michael Vick of VikTube Productions.
Yep.
Like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, folks, Jesus loves you. God bless. And from me, roll Tide.
Yep. Go Dogs.